Hi guys, welcome back to another Vlogmas episode. It's Sid, and today I'm going to be sharing my holiday binge list, watch list for you guys with a mixture of some Christmas shows with also just some shows that I've just enjoyed watching over the last few months. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'm posting videos Tuesdays and Thursdays all throughout December, so make sure your notifications are on so you know when those videos are out. Let's jump right into it.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop.
I'm gonna start off with films first because I love movies. Movies are the best part of Christmas. They literally have a Hallmark channel which is dedicated to literally just Christmas movies that play throughout the entire year. The first film that I have is the classic Elf. Because it's Christmas, come on! You have to watch Elf. I remember growing up and watching it a bajillion times during the Christmas season. It was just like a feel-good movie that everyone in the family would enjoy watching. And then we would watch it at school, and then we would watch it at family parties, and every single place we would go, we would watch Elf. It also has New York, and yeah, if you haven't seen Elf before, literally go watch it. Will Ferrell, it's a classic. The second recommendation is Santa Claus. It's self-explanatory. It's like the journey of how Tim Allen? Yeah. The guy that plays Buzz Lightyear.
To infinity and beyond!
He's Santa Claus, and that's basically the whole film, and it's super fun and cute. Yeah, I just remember watching that at my grandma's house with my sister in the basement, and we would just watch it every single Christmas. Okay, some other films that I enjoyed watching on Netflix were Enola Holmes, which has Millie Bobby Brown in it, and it is a mixture of adventure, suspense, some humor, and Millie Bobby Brown is a legend. She did such an incredible job in this film, and she did a lot of her stunts as well that you'll see in this film. It follows like Sherlock Holmes' style, but she is one of the siblings of Sherlock Holmes. This one's on Disney Plus, and it's Hamilton. If you haven't already seen the film version of Hamilton, oh my goodness, me and my sister have watched it way too many times, and I think Disney Plus subscriptions skyrocketed once they announced that Hamilton was going to be on Disney Plus, because wow, Lin-Manuel Miranda, absolute legend. Literally this Broadway show was in works for over 7 years, I think. That's dedication, and kudos to him because look at all the success now. It's just so amazing, and the music will literally be stuck in your head. Another pair of films is the To All the Boys series. Right now they only have 2 of the films out. The third one is coming soon. They've already shot it. And the fun thing is that if you're from Vancouver, it was shot here in your own city. Did you know that? So it's always super cool watching all the familiar places of your city in the movie. Also, Lana Condor is amazing. Asian females represent. Honestly, the first one is better than the second one, not gonna lie, but Jordan Fisher, we do love you in the second film. If you feel like you want to watch a nice little rom-com, To All the Boys, super cute. And technically there's a little bit of snow and winter-esque in the second film, so technically it counts as a Christmas movie, right? So those are some of the films that I'm recommending. Now let's jump into the TV shows. Dash and Lily, this is straight up a Christmas TV series that you need to watch. It is set in New York, which I love. Yeah, so Dash and Lily is this really cute romantic story set in New York. It surrounds basically this journal, and they basically message each other, or they get to know each other through this notebook, and then by the end of it, magic happens. So if you haven't seen Dash and Lily yet, it's super easy to binge, 8 episodes. That's probably the only TV Christmas show that I have to recommend, but the other TV shows that I'll also recommend, you guys already know that I'm obsessed with this show. Julie and the Phantoms, I've said it enough. I probably don't have to dive deep into it too much because I've talked about it way too much. But yeah, it was shot in Vancouver as well, which makes it super cool. And the thing that attracted me to this show is that, yeah, I've never seen Vancouver kind of showcased and portrayed in the way that they did. Kenny Ortega is a legend. My goal and my dream someday is to work for him because, wow, wow. A second series on Netflix is A Queen's Gambit. It's so good. It's a drama, but it's suspenseful, and it just shows female empowerment as well. And also Anya Taylor-Joy did an amazing job. She honestly looks good in any hair color. She's blonde, she's brunette, she's a redhead, whatever, but she killed the role, and it was just such a good series to watch. Of course, Stranger Things, I love my sci-fi. There's Christmas lights in Stranger Things, so I can claim that it's a Christmas show. If you do love sci-fi, action, thriller, I guess it's kind of a horror, but it's not really. There's just like crazy creatures, of course. Season 4 is also in works right now, so when we get season 4, I will be binge watching all of Stranger Things once again. But yes, there's 3 seasons on Netflix. They're about hour-long episodes, so it's a little bit harder to get through, but it's worth it in the long run. If you're more of a comedy person, Modern Family, all 10 seasons are on Netflix now. Me and Maddie, our favorite episode is literally in season 3. It's the Disneyland episode because who doesn't love Disneyland? Also, it's just so much fun to watch. There's always one character that you can relate to. If it's Cam, if it's Mitch, if it's Phil, if it's Claire, if it's Gloria, or even Stella! We love Stella, but yeah, Modern Family, easy binge, 30-minute episodes. You can jam right through them. Next, some concert films and also documentary reality TV shows. First, I just actually finished watching Next in Fashion, which was so cool. Tan France from Queer Eye hosted it. Basically, it's a bunch of fashion designers and it's reality game show competition. And every single episode, there's this runway at the end where they showcase all their designs. I just love fashion so much, so it was so cool to see what these designers came up with in every single episode. Another documentary that we recently watched was Social Dilemma. Guys, social media is dangerous. It is addictive, but if you use it in the right way, it's good for something. But just being aware of what you're doing on that platform and just like really ask yourself why you're using social media. But yeah, Social Dilemma will give you a new perspective. If you didn't already know the dangers of social media, and you guys already know Shawn Mendes is in Wonder documentary. It was so good. It has a little bit of his live concert mixed in there, as well as his story and his story with Camila and just the journey of him being a musician. And it's just so cool to see kind of his side of the story and just really dive into not only what we see on the surface, but what he actually experiences through this whole entire journey. And on the same note, he also has his live concert that he released in that same week as well on Netflix, so you can go watch that as well and you might see a familiar face. If you want to watch a movie, documentary, concert style film, there's Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the story of Freddie Mercury and Queen. That movie, absolutely flawless. Like, Rami Malek did an amazing job playing Freddie, and if you haven't seen it yet, I do recommend going to watch that. The show at the end with Live Aid will just set you in just such a good mood as well. And yeah, it was honestly just such a good film, and I still talk about it to this day. And in that same boat with Queen, they also have their documentary, which is The Show Must Go On, the Queen and Adam Lambert story. So it also touches upon how Adam Lambert ended up joining Queen now, and it's so cool to see that their legacy is still continuing and that they're still bringing music for fans that just love Queen. So those are just some of my holiday binge list, watch list recommendations. Also, let me know if you have any things that you have been watching, loved, or have recently seen, because I always am looking for new stuff to watch on Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, whatever it is, the streaming platform of your preference. But I hope you guys have a great holiday, and I'll see you on the next Vlogmas episode.
Jingle bell, jingle